FM. How you all doing? This is another second video. I'm on a roll here. It's a little bit uncomfortable for me, but let's go. Okay, this one is off the cuff. Just a thought. Like it's dark. I just woke up. I just had a thought. Like we complain about the West. Then I was in the bathroom and I looked in the mirror. I have Levi's. And it made me wonder, like, when the Western world doesn't like anything we do, right? They like something we don't do. They sanction us. Period. They sanction us. They're like, we don't allow them to exploit you. They just simply sanction us. Or you do something that their people, let's say Zimbabwe, you know how Zimbabwe took the land from the farmers. I'm not saying I agree with what happened. I think there's just political scoring, but it could have been handled differently. But the thing is, they didn't like it. They sanctioned Zimbabwe. All right. So, what are we doing at the grassroots level? Like we complaining about how they are treating us. We complain about racism. We complaining about how that in our way or everything. But you look at us. We feel good wearing Western labels. All right, me included. I'm not pointing a finger at anyone. Me included. Like, what does that mean? Like, if we don't like it, hey, I'm not saying you should do it. I'm just saying, like, what are we actually saying? We are complaining about the Western world and we are wearing the Western world labels. What are we saying? If we don't like what they are doing, what are we going to do about it? I understand, all this positivity, do positivity. It's great. Guess what? If they feel like something needs to be attended to, they do the same. And if you watch China is doing the same thing, and then America does something, they retaliate. But Africa is not at that point. And this brings me to this whole we are equal. Well, yes. But in terms of this geopolitics and all this stuff, they don't see us equal because, well, what is the GDP? That's how they measure things. Why is China able to just tell the Americans, get lost? It's because they've done the work. They didn't complain. They didn't talk and try to coerce the American or the Western world to be nice. No. They figure out what they are dealing with, put the necessary measures and ways to counter those who be coming snooping around. The Great Wall of China, remember that? Yeah. Just keeping the CIA and everything at bay. And kept quiet and did the job. Another example I'll give you is China applied to get into the space program. They rejected China. What? China didn't comply. China didn't say equality. China thought, okay, showtime. We're going to do it ourselves. Guess what? Now they're complaining about China because China is... they are up there, I saw another article there. They're sending something powered by, what is it? I don't know. What is it? It's powered by hydrogen or methane, something like that. Something crazy like that. Ingenuity in the country's off the charts. Now they're encircling China. This is a problem with Mzungu. They underrate people. Like right now, China thought, okay, cool. The engineering that's going on is amazing. And now they want to contain China. All this hullabaloo about China, it's got nothing to do with democracy and everything. No, it's because the Western elite, the ones at the top, actually, they can't fathom Asian, Chinese being at the pinnacle of the food chain. They just can't bring themselves to thinking, because they know how it is if somebody's at the top there. They've been doing it at the top, yeah? They know it's not fair. So now they know if other race is at the top, it's not going to be nice. Because really, at the end of the day, China is at the top because China is producing. It's not based on all these fictitious fiat money schemes in Wall Street, all this computerized stuff. They are producing. Russia, they have tangible things, grain, all these resources, gas, whatever, things that we need. But anyway, fam, I'll leave it there. I just thought I would share with this, like, exactly what are we saying? You know, we are complaining, but when we wear brands from the developed Western world, we feel good. I wear them because my children bought them for me. You know, Father's Day. I stopped many years ago to wearing brands. I'm not saying I never wore them. I was wearing them in my 20s. You know, I thought it was, yeah, until I started understanding geopolitics. Now, I'm not saying I wouldn't wear them, but I'm just like throwing it out there. Like, what are we saying? If they sanction us because they don't like something, what are we gonna do? I'm talking about us at the grassroots level. Nothing's gonna happen at our leaders. Our leaders are under pressure. You gotta understand that. You know what I mean? You gotta understand, like, it's either they are corrupt. I'm not justifying it. It's either they are corrupt or they are killed. They have to choose. You know what I mean? So it's something that we at the bottom, what can we do? I'm not saying we shouldn't wear stuff, whatever. I'm just throwing it out there and asking, like, okay, if we're complaining that much about the Western world, how come we love their products? How come? This is why I call it emotionally colonized. People talk about mentally colonized, but that's for another topic. Anyway, beautiful people, talk to you some other time.